Welcome to the Meeting Industry Journal. What can meeting industry professionals learn from the real-life experiences of companies like Edward Jones, Microsoft, Kodak, and Dell that are contained in this workshop? The chairman of Procter & Gamble said that 50% of all discovery and innovation should come from outside of the company. Although none of the companies mentioned are in the meeting industry, their stories contain ideas that are critical for your ongoing success. That's because business principles work the same in every industry. That's why they're called principles or laws. I'm hoping you can relax and continue to watch today's 7-minute workshop, but if you prefer to read, click on the link directly below the screen. As a result of this workshop, you and your organization will understand why you must ask the right questions to get the right answers, enthusiastically support change to keep up with the times, and be prepared to reinvent yourself to stay ahead in the 21st century. The principles of Microsoft's successful marketing strategy are essentially the same that won Sears industry leadership 100 years ago. Research by Booz Allen Hamilton concluded that successful strategies share a set of underlying principles. Everyone talks about marketing strategy, but few people can define it. In organizations everywhere, we can design a winning marketing strategy by asking the right questions, experimenting, and then constantly renewing the thinking process by questioning our previous answers. No matter how good today's strategy is, you must always keep reinventing it. In every industry, there are several positions that a company can occupy. The essence of superior strategy is to choose that one position that your company will claim as its own. Ask, who should you target as customers? What products or services should you offer? How should you do that? Strategy is about finding answers that distinguish the company from its competitors. The most common strategic failure is failure to make clear and explicit choices. Choices about what to sell and what not to sell, how to sell it and how not to sell it, to whom it should be marketed and to whom it should not be marketed. Edward Jones' winning strategy concluded that the firm should sell only to individuals, not to institutional investors, and to sell only long-term products such as large-cap equities and highly rated bonds. In addition, they avoided risky IPOs, options, and commodity futures. They also decided to distribute only through one-person offices in small towns or within a city area that had a true sense of community. Edward Jones made some very clear decisions and difficult choices when they said no to some things and yes to others that would lead them to long-term success. However, we must be mindful that no strategic position remains unique or attractive forever. Through the 60s and the 70s, Xerox was so strong that it rebuffed vigorous assaults on itself that were marketed by Kodak and IBM. Canon, on the other hand, targeted a specific market, small business and individuals, which were considered inconsequential by Xerox. Rather than leasing copiers, Canon chose to sell its machines through a dealer network that created more of a relationship sales atmosphere. Rather than emphasizing the speed of its copiers, as Xerox and previous challengers had, Canon touted its quality and price as distinguishing features. Within 20 years, a Japanese camera company, Canon, became the market leader. In every industry, established companies like Xerox lose their leadership to upstarts like Canon that take newly created strategic positions and market them well. Dell, for example, captured 10% of the global PC market in less than 10 years. Starbucks grew from a chain of 11 stores and sales of $1.3 million in 1987 to 280 stores and $164 million in sales in just 5 years. Although Starbucks is closing some locations today, it still has more than 2,000 stores. The common principle in all of these successful challenges was strategic product, service, and marketing innovation. These companies created new and distinct strategic positions. New combinations of answers to whom, what, and how are emerging all of the time, and market leaders have to keep changing to stay on top. Unfortunately, it's not uncommon for established companies which become entrenched in a strategic position to shift all of their energies to protecting that position, paying scant attention to the strategic innovation and marketing of their competitors. Most established companies try to do the same thing better than before through re-engineering, restructuring, or quality control. If you follow that path, it will lead to stagnation and failure. Designing a winning and ever-changing strategy is critical for continued success. Thanks for viewing, and special thanks to Charlotte-based Episode 11 for filming and VBiz Mail for delivering this workshop to you. As an MPI member, I know firsthand about the challenges that you face. Keep me in mind for any keynotes, workshops, consulting, and training programs that you may need. Call 800-239-0058 and watch your email for the next workshop the third week of December.